Yeah, let's continue it. As part of PySpark for AWS Data Engineering, in this we are going to discuss what are different PySpark components. PySpark has five important components. PySpark has five important components: PySpark Core, PySpark SQL, PySpark Streaming, PySpark Machine Learning, PySpark Graphics Programming. These are five important components. In that, main important component is PySpark core programming. PySpark core called RDD programming. This RDD programming we can implement using Python programming language. So PySpark has five important components. In this, main important component is PySpark core programming. So in Spark core, we write RDD programming using Python programming language. So, so PySpark core programming is lengthy, time taking to implement. And you need to know PySpark core, you need to know Python to implement RDD programming. So to reduce length of the code, on top of PySpark core, they developed PySpark SQL. These are abstractions. These are abstractions on top of PySpark core programming. If you go with the PySpark SQL, first point, in PySpark core programming, we will write RDD programming using Python language. Here we have a concept called transformations and actions. Writing RDD programming means writing transformations, writing actions using Python programming language. So to reduce length of the code, to write, to implement SQL kind of approach and to learn anyone, to work anyone, PySpark developed one more component called PySpark SQL. In PySpark SQL, we have a concept called data frames and table. On data frame, we will write DSL queries. DSL stands for domain specific language queries. Example, first we will create a data frame by by loading input. By loading input. Input may be file, input may be table, RDBMS, input may be data warehouse table, input may be cloud file system, input may be Hadoop, input may be any input. Then we will create a data frame. Let's say I want to display data frame. Then we write a function data frame dot select function, and here we pass select star. That's it. It will display complete table data. Whatever you created, right? It will display all rows. All rows. So here you are seeing function. So as part of DSL, PySpark people given different functions for every SQL activity. Group by, order by, filter. For every purpose, they given different SQL related functions. So we use these predefined functions to achieve our desired requirement. So next is we can create a table. First, we will create a data frame. Data frame we convert into table. On table, you can write SQL using one function called Spark session contain one function called SQL. In this function, we write our pure SQL statements. Let's say select star from, let's say table name is EMP. We converted this data frame into EMP table. Let's say we write select star from EMP. Like this, we write native SQL statements. First one, in PySpark, we have a data frame. We load data and we will create a data frame. We apply DSL queries on top of data frame. Or you can convert data frame to table, then you can directly apply native SQL queries on table. On table, you can apply native SQL queries. Compared to native SQL query, see this is native SQL query, and here this is DSL query. DSL queries are simple and less compared to code wise. Here you can see lengthy, here you can see less code. So DSL queries, for every SQL activity, they given predefined function. You can use that function. Let's say I want to write a condition. How we use select, where sal greater than some value, right? Similar way, they given where function. Group by, they given group by function. Order by, they given order by function. Distinct, they given distinct function. For every purpose, they given predefined functions as part of DSL for PySpark SQL. Okay. So next one, next important component is PySpark streaming. If any source you are getting continuous streaming data, PySpark having a special component called PySpark streaming. You can configure PySpark stream. You can read that data, streaming data. For this purpose, we have other components like Apache having Kafka. Using Kafka, we can read streaming data, but we cannot perform live analytics. Using PySpark streaming, along with the streaming, we can also implement live analytics. Example, credit card fraud detection. Let's say credit card transactions we are getting as input. Let's say card one, two transactions happen at a time in two different locations. Let's say North Hyderabad one transaction, East Hyderabad one transaction happen at a time. Then we can read that streaming data, we can write analytics, we can find card details, and we can find how many transactions happen that for card at the same time. We can notify client saying, hey client, there are two transactions happen in two different locations. Is that done by such kind of live analytics we can implement using PySpark streaming. And other important component is very, very important, PySpark ML or MLib. Using this PySpark ML or MLib, we can implement machine learning applications, or we can also call data science applications. We can implement using PySpark ML, PySpark MLib. PySpark ML stands for machine learning library. MLib also we can say PySpark machine learning library. Using this PySpark ML or MLib, we can implement machine learning applications like feature prediction applications. Yeah. Next important component of PySpark is PySpark graphics. Full form of PySpark graphics is graph data processing or linked data processing. Let me take one scenario. Let's say this is my social media data. Social media. In social media, let's take Facebook. Let's take Facebook. Let's say a user called Sreenivasa, and new user created account. New user created account called Badri, and Sreenivasa assume 300 friends are there. 300 friends in Facebook. New user created Badri, and he sent a friend request to Srinivas. Then Srinivas accepted friend request. Then automatically these 300 friends get a notification saying mutual friend request, mutual friend details. Yes, sir. So how we are getting these kind of links is to process this kind of linked data. We use these kind of frameworks. Same thing we can achieve using traditional programmings like Java, .NET, .NET, Scala, and Python. We can achieve same thing. We can send a mutual friend notification for finding different friends. Let's say again, one of friend having 1,000. For these 1,000 friends also, you may get this Badri as a mutual friend information. So here we can use traditional programming to achieve this linked data processing, but here we need to write a complex programming. Complex programming, even though if you write complex programming using these technologies, you may not achieve 100% for this linked data processing. Such kind of complexity we can reduce. We can write a simple implementation using PySpark graphics programming. These kind of linked data processing we can easily implement using PySpark graphics programming. So these are 5 important components of PySpark. Okay.